Elon Musk just said, "I don't even own a home right now." Let's suppose one day you will become the richest person on this planet. So what will be your first investment? Maybe you start by owning property or expensive jets or yachts. Sounds okay, doesn't it? But you know Elon Musk, who is the richest man on this planet, cannot even afford a home. And that is exactly what we are going to discuss today. Elon Musk, the richest person in the world, says he doesn't own his own house right now. The Tesla and SpaceX mogul has in the past said he does not own the mega mansion you'd expect. Instead, he couch surfs, he said in a recent interview with TED's Chris Anderson. "I don't even own a place right now. I'm literally staying at friends' places," Musk said during the interview shared on TED's YouTube. "If I travel to the Bay Area, which is where most of Tesla's engineering is, I basically rotate through friends' spare bedrooms." Here today, we're going to talk about why Elon Musk cannot afford a house. Let's get into the video right away. Musk, a father of 7, has an estimated net worth of $270.1 billion, according to Forbes. Still, Grimes, the mother of 2 of his children, admitted during a recent Vanity Fair interview that they lived in a very insecure $40,000 house. The singer dug further into Musk's money matters, saying at one point he had a mattress with a hole in it and didn't want to buy a new one. She said their house had no security and that she ate peanut butter for 8 days in a row. During this interview, Grimes revealed that she and Musk welcomed their second baby secretly, and that although it was reported they had broken up, that wasn't entirely true. They're fluid and live in separate houses, she said. It is unclear where Grimes lives now, but during his TED interview, Musk said where he lives is generally at other people's houses. Musk dropped this detail when answering a question about the wealth disparity in the U.S. between average Americans and billionaires like himself. "For sure, it would be very problematic if I was spending billions of dollars a year in personal consumption, but that is not the case," he said. "It's not as though my personal consumption is high," he continued, admitting there is one exception, his private plane. "But if I don't use the plane, then I have less hours to work," he said. While Musk claims that his abode is nothing more than a friend's spare bedroom, there are reports that he does dwell in a luxury mansion, sometimes. Last year, Musk tweeted that his primary residence is a rental from SpaceX worth $50,000 and conveniently near the space exploration company's Texas location. In the June 2021 tweet, he also admitted to owning an events house in the Bay Area. But in December 2021, it was reported that Musk was actually living in an Austin mansion owned by Ken Houry, according to the Wall Street Journal. Houry, who co-founded PayPal along with Musk and others, bought the 8,000 square foot home in 2018 for $12 million when it was the most expensive property in Austin, according to Forbes. Musk's claims of a minimalistic lifestyle go even further back. In May 2020, he tweeted, "I am selling almost all physical possessions. Will own no house. I don't have a yacht, I don't take vacations, so it's not as though my personal consumption is high," Mr. Musk said, adding, "One exception is a plane, but if I don't use the plane, I have fewer hours to work." He had already been asked by TED's Chris Anderson, the head of the conference organization, about people who were hugely offended by billionaires before making the claims about his living situation. "I think there are some axiomatic flaws that are leading to that conclusion," said Mr. Musk, of the people who are offended by his wealth. "For sure, it would be problematic if I was consuming billions of dollars a year in personal consumption, but that is not the case." Mr. Musk has an estimated net worth of $251 billion, according to Bloomberg, and is the richest individual in the United States and the world. He's currently at the center of a $43 billion takeover bid of Twitter that has been set back by the company's board. The TED comments come a month after Mr. Musk's long-term on and off partner Grimes caused controversy with an interview with Vanity Fair in March in which she said he does not live like a billionaire. "Bro lives at times below the poverty line, to the point where I was like, can we not live in a very insecure $40,000 house where the neighbors film us and there's no security and I'm eating peanut butter for 8 days in a row? It's not as though my personal consumption is high. I mean, the one exception is the plane, but if I don't use the plane, then I have fewer hours to work," he said, acknowledging that his net wealth was nonetheless bonkers. Musk's comments look like his first confirmation that he doesn't have a permanent home, despite being the world's richest person. The billionaire's friends have commented over the years on his thrifty habits. In May 2020, he tweeted his intention to sell all his possessions and that he would own no house. In August 2021, Insider reported that Musk was thought to be living in a $50,000 prefab tiny home, which he rents from SpaceX. In a recent interview with Vanity Fair, Musk's on-again, off-again partner Grimes said he sometimes lived below the poverty line. He refused to buy a new mattress after her side had a hole in it, she said. In 2021, the billionaire had tweeted that his primary residence is a rental from SpaceX worth $50,000. In the same tweet, he also admitted to owning an events house in the Bay Area. Musk has a net worth of $269.5 billion, according to Forbes. The Tesla CEO has recently been in the news for his offer to buy off the microblogging site Twitter. Musk currently has 9.1% stake in Twitter and is the social media company's second biggest shareholder. Earlier this week, the Tesla chief executive had offered to buy out the company for $43 billion. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO has sold or listed all of his $114 million in real estate holdings in the past year and now resides in a small ranch-style house in Texas near the Boca Chica Starbase, a test site for many of SpaceX's rockets located in southeast Texas, 2 miles away from the southern border. My primary home is literally an approximately $50,000 house in Boca Chica Starbase that I rent from SpaceX. It's kinda awesome though, Musk tweeted on June 9th. The billionaire's new lifestyle is part of a larger effort to focus on his space ambitions. I am selling almost all physical possessions. Will own no house, he tweeted in May 2020. Musk's one-floor house has white exterior walls and black trim near the door, and the roof consists of brown shingles, a photo from the Wall Street Journal showed. It has 2 windows on its front and is flanked by a wooden fence on each side. It was appraised for $47,000 in 2020 and for just over $154,000 in 2021. Photographs taken by Texas Monthly appear to show significant upgrades being made to the property, including the installation of solar panels. Musk doesn't really make an effort to say hi or get to know us, said Boca Chica resident Jim Workman, who lives across the street from Musk's house. The entrepreneur can be spotted strolling through the neighborhood with 2 men, presumably part of his security detail, locals said, according to the New York Times. His partner, the musician Grimes, lives near Musk in Austin, Texas, she said. It is unclear if she lives with him, as Austin is over 350 miles away from Starbase. SpaceX did not respond to the Washington Examiner's request for comment on the specifications of Musk's house. The CEO's home is one of many that SpaceX bought for employees of Starbase to make their commute to work easier. Residents accused Musk of trying to turn the village of Boca Chica into a SpaceX colony. The company made offers to buy the houses of the locals. They refused. SpaceX threatened to try to procure their houses through more aggressive means, said residents like Workman, according to the Wall Street Journal. The only home still in Musk's possession is a 9-bedroom, 9.5-bathroom mansion near San Francisco, which he listed for $37.5 million. One of the homes Musk sold was the former home of the actor Gene Wilder. That house cannot be torn down or lose any of its soul, he tweeted when he first announced his material renunciation. The house went to Wilder's nephew, who bought the house for $7 million using a loan from Musk. Alright everyone, this brings us to the end of our video. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated.